present to some and introduce to others, Pastor Mel Keys, out of San Antonio, Texas.
Thank you so much, Coach. I'm going to go ahead and move with post haste. You and Coach Cynthia, I mean, you all are the best of the best of the best of the best, not just inside of Trevorium, but just on the planet, human beings, and how you care for people, how you serve people, how you lead, and what it is that you're doing. Y'all are legacy people. So thank y'all for your impact in all of our lives, and congratulations again on that double honor blessing. Very excited. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna move as quick as I can to get this information to you. The best part of this is the backside of it, where you'll hear live paid testimonies. Paid because they're getting paid. That's why nobody's paying them for. They're getting paid, y'all, and you want to listen to every word they say, because the next paycheck ought to have your name on it. We talk tonight not to get something from you, but to get something to you, to all of our VIPs, to all of those wherever you are. We got our beautiful sisters out there in France and UK and all across this country. So let's go ahead and move and make it do what it do. Who are we? We are Trevorium, and we are a better life company. I mean, we help folk improve their game, y'all, to improve what it is that they're living. And we do it by four particular things. One, to travel more. We show you how to travel better. We show you how to travel for a whole lot less. And my favorite part, if you pay attention, if you take notes and then take action, we're going to show you how to get paid from this multiple trillion-dollar industry. This is the vision of Mr. and Mrs. Hart. Now, listen, they're not new to business. They're entrepreneurs, lifelong. We're doing very well for themselves before they even started this, making millions of dollars doing traditional business. But when God gave them this wasn't just for the Hart family. It was for everybody who has a pulse, y'all. It's all across the globe and back. It's now in more than 70 nations strong over the past 13 years. Started out as a debt-free company, and guess what, doggone it? Still is today. You know why? Because we're showing people how to break the chains of debt, how to live life on a whole new level around the globe. We have 3 headquarters. One's right here in the United States, in Temecula. I've been there. There's one in Madrid, Spain, and there's one in Kazakhstan. This company has paid out tens of millions of dollars in commissions to everyday ordinary people, but I know we're still just scratching the surface. I believe right now we're nearing about $100 million each year in revenue as a company. But this company right here, Trevorium, y'all, keep your eye on it, because we are marked to become a billion-dollar global company. The makings of a global dream is in the works. Right here, right now, you're hearing it. I'm telling you. So you want to get in place. You want to get in position. You want to go ahead and thank the person that invited you to see this stuff, because this is going to be huge. Mr. Warren Buffett said this many moons ago: if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Somebody put this down in the chat real good. Make sure they hear it. Make sure they see it. That is not my portion. Now, only put it there if you mean it. That ought not be your portion. Working until you can't work no more. Dying in traffic. Come on now. Dying in a cubicle. Dying on the elevator on your way going up or coming down from work. No, it's better ways to go, y'all. That's not one of them. I believe with everything in me, this thing is going to change families all across the globe on a whole new level, because we're catching clues, y'all. It's more to life than going to work. It's more to life than going to church. It's more to, listen, it's a whole lot of stuff that we leave out of our life. But now in this company, the Better Life Company, folk are getting their lives back better than ever. But it's hard to get the life back that you really deserve if you don't have the money to go along with it. So we're going to show you how to get all of that together. Inside of this multiple trillion-dollar industry called travel, presently is about $10 trillion strong every single year. It's projected to grow to more than 15.5 over the next 8 years. That's why so many call it the business of dreams. And this thing is easy to explain. You don't have to get a doctor's note. You don't have to, stack up stuff, pack up stuff, and rack up stuff, put it in your closet, drive it from one side to the town to the next in the trunk of your car, go to the post office, stand in long line. You don't have to do any of this. This is a very simple business, and it's a home-based business that also will save you thousands of dollars on your annual tax debt, because I'm telling you, just for that reason alone, you will be able to get in position. What do we offer people? Everything you see on the screen is what we do and what we have to offer. The difference between us and I'll say them, who's them? Well, for those who go straight to the vendors, whether it's a Marriott or a Hyatt or Wyndham or whoever the vendor is, if you go straight to them, if you have timeshares, Lord help you, I pray for you. Or maybe you use a travel agent. I've been a travel agent for 13 years, very versed in the space. However, nobody offers better pricing than this travel club right here, and I'm going to show you why. Every other means to get to what you see on the screen is a path of retail, filled with middle persons that are getting paid in one way or another, some level, some layer. They're getting paid, and that makes your price higher. We're going to show you how to cut through the mess, cut through the chaos, and get straight down to the brass tax bottom line pricing where you're not paying all that fluff. We're eliminating the middle person. We're eliminating the fluff. We're giving you the real deal, Holyfield, what we refer to as travel agent pricing without being a travel agent. You're going to get that in the backdrop of a membership that was designed with you in mind to give you all the travel you want and also to give you an opportunity to get paid from this multiple trillion-dollar industry, all embedded into a state-of-the-art membership that's guaranteed on the platinum level. We'll talk about that, to give you 2 vacations, major vacations, in fact, every 12 to 14 months. Now, there are some who will take much more than that. Tanya, she's good God. She lives on vacation, right? Coach D and Coach Cynthia, they live on vacation. Maybe that's what you desire to do. You make it work for your lifestyle. But whether you want 2 major vacations or you want to just live on vacation, listen, we got something for you, and this is the absolute best way to do it. Not only that, when you invest into the Platinum program, I'll just go ahead and throw a number at you. You're investing $135 a month. But because of the way our program works, you get back travel points instantly for every dollar you put in. And you get 2 points back for every dollar. So that means for a $135 investment, you're going to get 270 travel points. But let me mention this to you. In the course of a year, if you've invested $135 and you don't have to do it for that length of time, there's no contract, but let's just say you do it for a course of a year. On a retail basis, you really have your hands on about $4,000 to $5,000 worth of travel, and you've not paid even close to that amount invested in. Plus all the other bonuses and benefits and all the extra perks. Not only that, we have a portion of our program filled with more than 2 million plus properties all over the world, where you're going to get true travel agent rates without being a travel agent. And every time you book, you're going to get loyalty points back. Those loyalty points are different from the travel points. They come in at a 3% cashback value, and you can use them. They can accumulate. You can pay for plane tickets. You can pay for cruises, all kinds of extras and the things that you'll want to do while you're traveling. But my favorite part of this program is the fact that not only can you use this program to, pay for your flight, to pay for, maybe you want to upgrade to first class. You've always wanted to do it, but it was so expensive. Maybe you wanted to take your mom, your daughter, your son, your cat, your dog, I don't know. You wanted to take somebody with you and do something nice for someone. This program is designed to have some extra money to do those things for yourself or for other people. This thing will actually fund your entire lifestyle, and you got to appreciate that point all by itself. So let's start with what we refer to as the net zero pricing area. You're going to get travel agent rates again without being a travel agent. That means no quizzes, no certifications, no training required, none of that. You're going to get straight to the front of the line. Somebody put that in the chat. You're getting bump me to the front of the line. You want the best pricing? You want travel agent pricing? Get bumped to the front of the line. You don't need to go through any program to get it. You just need to be a member. And there are more than 2 million properties strong all around the world and back, where you're going to get prices let me just throw this at you, that may even sound ridiculous, but we have too much truth, and too much proof, and too many receipts for it to be denied by anybody. Come on and put it in the chat if you got some receipts for some folk to see. If they don't believe it, show them your receipts. Receipts like this, for example. Why would you pay over $4,400 to stay at a place that if you're a member in our program, it would be just over $2,300? That $2,000 plus savings alone could pay for your entire membership for the entire year. Let me make a big claim here, but I can back the thing up with facts. If you're not in this travel club, here it is, you're already paying for it. You just don't have the benefit of it. So why not get the membership? Because when you get the membership, not only will you be able to redeem those savings and then use it to pay for your membership, but you can redeem enough savings to pay for extra trips and extra things that you'll want to do in your lifestyle. It's costing you more money, listen carefully, by not being in the club than it would cost you to be in the club. So make it make sense that you haven't done it yet. Here's another example. My God, if this don't help you to see the light, $15.46. That's what we would pay to stay at this particular hotel here in Vegas, of all places. Others outside of our program, y'all, they're paying as much as almost $300. Now, who in their right mind would pay almost 20 times the price to stay anywhere? It's the same bed, y'all, the same room, same pillow. The pillow is not going to have any more feathers because you paid $300. It's going to be fluffed or not fluffed, exactly the same. Same room, same everything, same microwave. It's not going to get any hotter because you paid $300. I'm telling you, we pay more because we don't know anymore. We don't know what we don't know, but now you know, and it's your responsibility to change it. $5,000 almost. Well, actually more than that to stay at this place in San Diego. Man, that's a beautiful part of the country. I love it. But man, I don't love it that much that I would pay $5,000 when I can pay under $2,000. Listen, that's a $3,000 plus savings. Do you know you can get multiple membership? You can get memberships for different people with that amount of savings. And then that doesn't even include the fact that every time you book something with the savings you see, you're also going to get the 3% cash back in loyalty points. Maybe you want to use that for your rental car. Maybe you want to use that for your flight or for a cruise or for some food or for some shopping. We have all kinds of things that you do in our program. Coach D bought a refrigerator in our program, saved over $1,500. Tanya bought a vehicle, a Telluride, a whole SUV, saved over $10,000 with our program, y'all. You can use those loyalty points to do all kind of stuff. Here's the second area. The first area was net zero pricing over 2 million properties. This one right here, y'all, we're going to get even better in what we offer. You'll use your travel points in these next two areas. Area number one would be your getaways. Area number two would be your world tours. How many of y'all love the getaways? Coach D just told you she's on one right now. Coach Cynthia was on one last week. Those getaways, y'all, don't sleep on them. You need to get away sometime. And then we're going to look at the world tours. But let's look at the getaways because you can use your points. There's more than 2,000 of them. I'm just going to get you to real quick. Look at the prices in red. That's what you can do when you use what we have available. You can pay $7 a week to stay in a place like that. You can pay $149 to stay in a one-bedroom suite for the entire week. You can take the kids, even grandchildren, to Orlando again because you got an extra room. 2-bedroom suite, $142 for the entire week. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. How many of y'all love those getaways? But my favorite part, and let me know if it's yours. I don't want to put words in your mouth. My favorite part would be the world tours, hands down. This is where like-minded individuals get together. This is where sometimes the company will host conferences and workshops and things to help you get your mind right, get your business right, get your paper right. Come on now. This is where you can put together your own events, whether it's a family reunion like the Davis family, and they got about 30 members strong. This is where you can put book tours together, ministry events together, small group events together. Do what you do, but use it at the world tours because it will change your whole life. Places like what you see here, Venice, Italy, or perhaps Dubai, or Montego Bay, all of them. Look at those prices in red. All of those prices in red is for the multiple of days, the 5 days, the 6 days, sometimes even the whole week. We, in some cases, for Dubai, for example, we have individuals who stay for a week with breakfast for 2 people, y'all, at a 5-star hotel resort. Breakfast for 2, and they paid I know it sounds crazy. They paid $1. Some paid $49. Now I paid $159 the last time, but here's my point, y'all. You won't pay that anywhere else but in Travorium. And we're sharing with you how not only can you do this for yourself, because here's what I love about this. This is a gift that is a gift best shared. When you share this with other people, just seeing the joy, just seeing the excitement and the enthusiasm about people who thought they would never get to Montego Bay or Dubai or Venice. And now they're there and they didn't have to sell a kidney. Come on, to get there. Las Vegas, Hawaii, New York. What do they have in common? They are very expensive. Got a lot to see, a lot to do. But look at those prices, y'all, in red. $19 for Las Vegas. That's for the whole time. Hawaii, $4.99 for the whole time. Breakfast for 2. New York, $3.99 for the whole time, y'all, with breakfast for 2. You can't even find that anywhere online for the same price per night, let alone multiple nights. And don't you even think about asking for no breakfast. Come on now. How do you get all of this in your life? How do you get this better life? Glad you asked. Get that platinum membership, because that's going to maximize your points, and that's going to maximize your travel. It's going to maximize your benefits. Here it is, that $269.95. I want you to hold that thought, because I'm going to show you how to add a partnership fee to it. Now, it's optional, but if you're wise, it ought not be an option. It ought to be mandatory if you got wisdom. Here's why. Because I'm going to show you how to multiply that $269.95 that you're about to make an investment for. When you add that partnership fee, you're about to multiply some things, and it's going to work together for your good. Watch this. $269.95 is going to give you the membership every 30 days. Every 30 days, you're going to invest $135. Instantly, it's going to be converted to 270 travel points. It's going to give you 80 or up to 80% off on all the world tours, as well as all the getaways. Isn't that amazing? Now, if you're a titanium member, you got a good package, but not nearly as good as the platinum. Why? Because with the titanium, you only get up to 50% off. You see the difference? That's a 30% difference. Could I tell you that 30% difference pays for itself multiple times over? Let me just give you some math. It works together in your favor by investing in yourself in the platinum package. If you're going to travel anyway, go ahead and get the platinum. But the titanium, I can't be in your pocket, right? It's going to give you up to 50% off. Now look at that silver package. I'm just going to tell you right quick. No travel points. That means it's a no-go for me. Because listen, if you got the silver with no travel points, say no world tours and no getaways. That means we'll send you a postcard at best, and we'll catch you when we get back. But if you want to be with us, you need that platinum package. Let's look at what we're going to do with this thing. How can we multiply this thing? Because it's showing us all these savings. It's showing us all this recreation. But how many of you want some compensation with your recreation? Is that how you like it? That's how I like it. I want some compensation with my recreation, because if you're going on recreation without compensation, you will have more frustration. It's frustrating being at home and not having any money. Can you imagine being in another city, another state, another country, God forbid another continent, and you're broke? Oh no, that's not how we do things. You need some compensation in your life, whether you're at home or abroad, and we're going to show you how to do it. Make sure you catch this now. Take this note, then take action. Get the annual partnership fee and add that to it immediately. That $99.95, that's going to make it $370. I'm just rounding up for your beginning investment as a platinum member. That's going to give you the website, the back office, the marketing videos, all your training, turnkey business opportunity, even all the tax advantages. It's turnkey, y'all. You got everything you need to be up and running with a business that didn't even cost you $400, and you still have tangible goods that came with it, because now you have something invested in that you can use to travel on. Now, what are you going to do? You gonna tell Lottie Dottie and everybody. You gonna share this thing. Share it, and then share it some more. Is everybody gonna listen? I promise you they won't. But you're not looking for everybody. You're looking for the right people. You're looking for some folk that caught some clues, y'all. You're looking for some folk that are tired of being tired, that they want to do something different, that they want a better life. If they want that, they qualify. You get three of those people that want what you want and are willing to do what you do, man, you're in profit. Why is that? Because the company is going to pay you $4.45 a day in daily residual pay over a 30-day period. That's enough to pay for your membership from your profit instead of from your pocket. Now, what that means is you're off and running. You got about $3,500 to $5,000 worth of travel, and you got an extra $2 a month that you can use to get your T-shirt when you go to one of those wonderful world tours. Now, we're not going to stop there because we're just getting this thing started. You are a director when you have your first three partners. Move on to your fourth partner. Plug them into the whole operation. Plug them into the training. Plug them into the teaching of the coaches that you're connected to, and stay connected to your coaches, whoever they are. But listen to this. Teamwork makes the dream work. And when you plug those four into the system, because the system will work for your advantage, now everybody has a fair chance to win. When you have 8 platinum memberships on the left and the same on the right in your one book of business, you're now earning $10 a day in daily residual pay plus coded leadership bonuses, which means you can earn up to $700 a month. Now you say, well, I can't retire on that. Ain't nobody talking about that yet. We got you. We're going to get you there. But $700 a month, that's more $700 more than what you were getting when you were traveling. You can use that for some things. What could you do with your extra $700 a month? It's your money. Do with it what you want. But here's what I would do. I would reinvest it in all the things that you want to see happen. Here's why. Because now you're prepared and in position to make it to 2-star. 2-star director. Shout out to all of our directors. Shout out to our 1-star directors. And shout out to our 2-star directors. 2-star directors, you need 5 personal partners. And I'm going to talk to you on the platinum level only. On the platinum level, 5 personals. Now, with those 5, teamwork makes the dream work. You're at the minimum. Don't make your minimum your maximum. Go beyond. Go to 10 and beyond, and you'll win, I guarantee you. But listen to this very carefully. With an extra 5 that makes 10, you're now in position to earn $1,500 every month. If you only have 5, you're going to get that $750. But if you got that 10, you're prepared every month. You need to get one person that you add to your team each month. You'll get that. Instead of $750, you'll get an extra $750 for a full $1,500. You can get up to another $750, so it comes in increments. But go ahead and get the full $750. Plus the coded leadership bonuses. The average 2-star director earns anywhere from $750 to as much as $2,400 a month. You get the ring, you get the certificate, you get all kind of recognition and all that kind of stuff. My favorite part about the 2-star director, I'll have Coach D to talk more about this for you, but your business becomes willable and transferable. And I'm going to defer that to her. I want her to speak on that, but that is a very important thing because your business can be passed on to others at the 2-star director level, and you don't want to miss that. Make sure she answers that for you. So that's the 2-star director. Shout out to all of our 2-star directors. 3-star directors, where y'all at? Shout out to all of you guys. You guys are killing. You guys are rocking it. $70 a day in daily residual pay. You need 7 personals with 63 members on your left. Same thing on your right. We're talking about the platinum level only. You're earning $2,100 to $3,000 a month. Guys, you could do a lot with an extra $3,000 a month. You could pay for some things. You can get out of debt. You can relocate. Man, you could do something. You got a better life with that type of income. But we're not going to stop there. Shout out to all the 4-star directors. Listen to me. We ain't going to stay there too long. That's 125 platinums on the left, the same thing on the right. You need a total of 8 personals, but you're earning $100 a day in daily residual pay from $3,100 to $4,000 a month. You're getting close, but no cigar. So keep it moving because all roads lead to ambassador. Where are our ambassadors at? Represent. If that's you, put it in the chat. If it's going to be you, it's going to look real good on you. Put that in the chat too. Hashtag ambassador uploading. Here's why you want to get there, because all of our ambassadors are six-figure income earners and beyond. The average ambassador is earning anywhere from $100,000 to $300,000 a year, but we have some who have crossed $500,000 a year. We even have one who's already crossed $1 million a year and still just scratching the surface, y'all. Look, this thing is up for grabs, y'all. I'm telling you, we got our hands on not just a good thing, but a great thing, and you don't want to miss this opportunity. I could talk to you all day about the annual vacations on top of the stuff. I could talk to you about the global bonus pools, the ambassador shares, the Louis Vuitton experience. Oh my God. And even the Omega Watch opportunity for the 3-star ambassadors. But I don't want to do all that. There's more than 25,000 people in the past 12 months, actually, that have caught a clue. We believe that the next one might be you. We're not looking for everybody, but we're looking for the ones who are looking for us. But at this time, I want to turn it back over to Coach D.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And that was a powerful presentation. I have no co-host rights, so I couldn't go pick up anybody. So you're gonna have to go get the Davidsons. And Cynthia, I'm not sure if you have rights either. Todd didn't give us co-host rights, so
What's the
I can't.
Davis? It's in
And
alphabetical.
The
Evangela,
Davis.
First name is what?
Angela,
Angela.
E is an Edward,
Oh.
Evangela.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah. And the Davises, that's their last name. Sterling and Pat.
I need the first name because it goes by first.
Well, I think it's Pat or Sterling, one or the other. Pat and Sterling Davison.
Patricia iPhone, maybe? Patricia's iPhone?
No, Pat and Sterling Davison, they just put it in the chat.
Okay, Pat. I don't see a Pat Davidson.
And is raised.
And Pat and Sterling. Can you just give me co-host?
Yep. Let's do that. I was about to say, I don't even see your name. You Trevorium Lee. Okay, I see you. Give me just 1 minute. Y'all bear with me. Some of y'all should be able to come on already. Trevorium Leader, where are you?
Okay, you found it. That's okay. You found them. So
Okay. Who's missing?
I'm good.
Okay.
I don't know anybody else.
District Missionary Carla has a hand up. I'm putting promote to panelists.
All right, you may have to get them permission to cut their cameras on, Mel,
Okay.
as well.
Let's see. It doesn't.
And someone call me before I give up. Hey, Ray Ritchie, I'm not sure who's supposed to call you
Evangeline, you should
before
be able
you
to turn
give
your
up.
camera on. She should be able to turn it on. I don't see anything for me to do.
I'm here.
You should be able to turn your camera on.
Well, hi, Pat. Hi, Sterling. How are you doing today?
We're doing great. Thank you.
Well, great. How is things in St. Louis?
St. Louis is doing pretty good.
We're excited.
Awesome.
Moving all over the place as usual.
Y'all moving all over the place, huh?
Oh yeah. We're excited because we got the call from Kiana. We just flew in from Cancun. We actually had just landed. We were still on the plane when she called Pat, and I'm trying to get the luggage while the pilot is telling everybody to sit down, because once she got the call and told us we had to come on and give you guys a testimony about how our trip was. While I was running through that airport, we had to go through customs because they want to. I don't know what that's all about, but you still have to do all that stuff. So I'm running through the airport. I'm looking back. I can't find my wife. I said, honey, we got to go. We have to get home.
So y'all just got back from Cancun.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Pat's cousin got married, and we were able to book a room there at where they had the wedding and all that stuff through Trevorian. And we was talking about the savings that we got there, but Pat informed me that we saved more than I thought we did.
Wow. So why don't y'all tell us about it? So your cousin got married,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, yes, and we booked it, so I went through the Legacy Tavorian site and I booked it.
So how much was the cousins? Because we just did
Um,
this, and I said I would never doing
yes,
that no more.
yes,
Booking through the wedding. That was
yes.
a joke.
Then
I
the
did that
wedding,
in Punta Cana. That
yes,
was a joke.
then the
Okay.
wedding would have been $1,200. So
Okay.
I'm thinking like, okay, I told her, I said, well, we're not booking with you guys because we're going through our own travel website. So I didn't register right away because at first it would have been $900. So I waited, which was like about 3 weeks out, and it was actually $728, and that was with taxes. So so I didn't know because on the Tavorian website it says that I saved 24%. But when I asked them how much they paid, it was like $1,200 for two people in one room, and we were two people in one room at $728. And so when we got ready to check out and everything, I mean they didn't even hold anything on our credit cards. So we was just like, wow, we saved $450 over what everybody else, and they had gotten a group rate.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow.
We still blew them out the water, and I didn't realize that. So when Pat found that out, she was able to give the wedding couple a bigger gift than what we planned on giving them. So yeah, we
Yeah.
was able to kick them down a few more extra coins.
Yeah.
That's because of what the
You saved $450
Yeah.
on
It was nice.
off of $1,200 that they had to pay
Yeah.
for a wedding.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they were offered a group rate since it was over 30. It was about 30 people there that came in for the wedding, and the resort offered them a group rate, but it didn't seem like it was much of a good rate for none of them because when we found out what they paid, I was like, "Ooh, okay." I kind of walked away. I got something to talk to y'all about on the plane.
Wow, wow, wow. But y'all to get some members out of that.
Oh yeah, Pat Cousins,
Was
Baker.
that all inclusive?
Yeah, yeah.
700.
Wow.
Yeah. We went to Cancun 2 years ago, and at one room, it was at a different hotel, but we paid $2,200 for
Yeah.
that same amount of time.
We weren't even in the company yet, and yeah, we forked over the dough big time, and I was feeling that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How awesome is that? So
Pretty awesome.
that's what I was telling them, telling some people. They were asking me when I was going to set a date. I said, well, my advice to you is, and people said, well, that's a bad plug. I said, well, I just tell you, if you're planning to come to my wedding, I would advise you to become a Trevorian member right away.
Right.
That's the big hint. If you're
Okay.
planning to come to my wedding, you wants to become a Trevorian member right away, or you will be paying retail, and I'll refer you to Kendra.
Oh, wow.
It definitely will not be. It most likely won't be in the United States of America. That's the first thing. So you can get a legacy. That's the booking engine. So because that's the name of my team. But that's so you just validated that.
Oh
For
yeah.
all those people out there being nosy and listening, you just validated that. Right? Ain't that right, Cynthia? See, I keep telling they talking about it's a bad plug, but I'll be trying to tell folks you just want to save some money, right? The Bahamian team is trying to advocate for me to have my wedding in the Bahamas.
Oh
So
yeah, they want you. They want you. want to.
For the
Yeah,
dance.
they let us
They
know.
want
they
it bad. I
want
think they want to be the
Yeah.
wedding planners. They have it. They sitting all kinds of little signs, right? And
Yeah, they
Cynthia,
let us know they
if I
want
could
you.
afford that world tour in the man, I think I might have it there. You know what I'm saying? Woo hoo. But hard to kill me. So anyway, well, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we know y'all tired and we appreciate y'all coming on. Is there anything else you want to say to anybody? I know Sterling, you came in the business, but then your wife went to Las Vegas to the conference and decided to join, and she more on fire than you are.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was smoking, man, on the plane on the way back. It just was unreal. I don't think I got a good night's sleep for like 2 nights after that. I'm honest.
Yeah.
I'm at work and I can't get nothing done. It was just, I've never seen anything like it anywhere. We've been in multiple multi-level marketing businesses in the past, and we was getting them little bitty tiny checks you can lift with a tweezer. I mean, we was supporting everybody's stuff and buying their products and all the stuff. It wasn't any benefit. We have 5 children, and we was trying to get in something to help establish something for them. But did none of that stuff work until we got into this. Now we got 3 of our older children in this now, and they're using it. They're using it, and they appreciate it. And we trying to get them under there, help them build or whatever, because I realize legacy is a family thing, and we got like grandkids. I mean, when our granddaughter came to the meeting, Coach, when you were there, and I dropped her off after that. She said, "Grandpa, I want my $1,000." She's 8 years old, and she understood the whole thing. And like I said, I can't wait to get back and tell Pat. She said that.
Yeah.
And she kind of peeked in the car and said that when her mama wasn't looking. So,
Oh,
yeah,
see, put, put her to work. Put her to work. I
she's a
tell you.
worker too. Yeah.
They say I'm making my grandchildren beasts, but I tell you, they as soon as they can, they be working. They be working. They be working. Well, I appreciate y'all coming on, and y'all go ahead and get some rest.
Okay.
Cause I know them flights and running through them airports and stuff ain't no joke. So but thank you, and glad you saved a boatload of money.
Oh
And
God.
that's always a pleasure. And hopefully some of those people will become believers and become partners in your book of business.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
All
All right. God
we got
bless.
from John Kiata is working out for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Cynthia, I'll turn it over to you.
Oh, what a great story. I tell you what, it's amazing, amazing, amazing when you go on those travel sites and, look for deals. Sometimes they will absolutely positively blow your mind and save you a boatload of money. Well, I asked my good friend Van to come on here tonight. Van, we have been great, great friends for, I know, a couple of decades, and she was one of my original. I don't think she was my first 3, but she was definitely in the first 5. And she is a 2-star director. And ever since I have known Van, Van has always worked retail. She's the pretty little lady that you always see behind the perfume counter and Macy's, these, high-end department stores here in the DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia area, where they have their makeup just so, and they smell so good. And, they got their little, smocks on, and you walk by and they do your makeup. This is what Van has done for, decades. And I want her to come on here tonight just to give us a heads up as to why it is so important to have a plan B that could turn into a plan A. So Take it away, Van. I see you got your Punta Cana shirt on. I
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
yes. This is I'm a walking billboard. I got my ring on too. But good evening, everybody, and thank you for letting me share. Oh, my heart is so full and overwhelmed. I just don't even know where to start because I work at Macy's as a fragrance specialist, and I tell you, I see the customers coming in when they're buying $500 worth of fragrance, and they're showing me pictures how they got all these fragrances on these counters at home and everything. I'm like, you buying fragrance like that? You need to listen to what I got to say. Anyway, it's like because the economy is jacked up right now, not too many people are shopping in the store. So our foot traffic is slow. And I tell you what, I feel like I'm standing there and I'm like, Lord, I know you got my back. I told Cynthia, I said, Cynthia, my Travorium daily pay is maxing out my Macy's paycheck. We get paid every week. That's called a clue. And I thank Cynthia for being in my life this long because I follow her. I'm like just a little mini me following her here, there, and everywhere. And when she brought Travorium to me in the first place, I was like, we were in the pandemic. And I'm counting the years. I joined, I think it was 2021. And I sat up here and I said, Lord, I'm about ready to retire next year. And I said, I don't want to get no second job at Wally Mart and Target and welcome to this and welcome. I didn't want that. And I asked God to bring something in my life that was going to supplement my income. Oh, I get tears when I think about it. But when Cynthia came and she's like, just join this travel thing and this, that, and the third. And I was like, girl, ain't nobody going nowhere. We're in a pandemic. So she always said, just get your 3 people and your membership is waived. And, they got $3,200 on the table. I said, wait a minute now, you can run that back. What did you say again? So I'm not a big traveler, but I thank God for Cynthia because anytime I had to go somewhere, she was right there to encourage me. Come on, we going here, we going there. You got to show people how you traveling for pennies on the dollar and da da da. But that was that money that God blessed me with because I prayed for it. And I tell you what, with this Travorium money and everything, there's no furloughs here, no shutdowns here. Everything that they promised that they was going to do since I've been in this company for about 5 years has come to pass. I've never seen like the gentleman say, we've been here, done that, solved this, solved that, and ain't get none of that. I got a ring less than 5 years. I got a certificate. I'm getting daily pay. And I don't have no other choice but go out here and share it with other people because I'm asking God to supplement my income. I'm about to get that Social Security money. But so I'm telling you, if any guests are still on the line, I tell you what, or even if you're a new person and you believe in God, if you believe God brought this in your life, you got to walk in it because fear and faith don't mix. And you got to step out your own box and let your net down because if you letting your net down, God is going to bring the increase. And I'm just saying, I can't look at my coworkers are like, we ain't getting paid and look, go get that customer. I say, no, you go get it. I'm good. I let them, you go get it. I'm good. I'm getting $25 while I'm sleeping. You need to trust God that he's going to do what he say going to do if you believe this is God in your life. You can't, like I said, fear and faith don't mix. You got to walk with one of them. And I chose faith because I believe God, this was brought to me for a reason and a season. And Cynthia, I can go on, but I just wanted to thank you for allowing me to share. God bless everyone. Take it to the top because like Coach D always say, it's too crowded at the bottom.
And let me
Back to you,
just say this
Cynthia.
about Van. You are not going to be within 3 feet of her space and she doesn't share Travorium with them.
Yes.
I mean, she talks to everyone, 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 everyone. I
Yes.
mean, a day doesn't go by
This thing is
Everyone is not getting a name and a number from someone.
Yeah.
And so she is amazing. She's almost at that $70 a day. She is going to be fine in retirement. Why? Because she said yes to this opportunity and she works this business every single day. So the best is yet to come, Van. I can't wait to see what God has for you.
Amen.
And keep on keeping on because you are absolutely doing this thing. One day last week, she called me and she said, "Oh my gosh, I was looking in my back office, just making sure I got my $25 a day, and it was 500." I said, "Yep, that's your lifestyle bonus,
Absolutely.
And so, you guys, when we talk about daily pay, we're just talking about that money that you make in your sleep, but
Yeah.
there's so much more to it. Those fast start bonuses, those coded bonuses, those lifestyle bonuses, y'all. I'm telling you, we're just getting started. And I tell you, you're on the right Zoom tonight. Plug in. This economy is not going to get any
Better.
easier. Me and my husband, we were talking today and yesterday, and we counted up that between the two of us, y'all, in one household, we have 10 income streams. 10, 10 income streams. And so, like Van said, they can furlough, they can, do whatever they need to do because we have created our own economy. That's what it's about, creating your own economy so that when one dry up, when one's moving a little slow, when one, just is not working the way that you want it to work, it doesn't matter because you got 4 other ones. You got 5 other ones. And so if you are a guest on this Zoom tonight, I don't know what more we can say. Travel is a $9 trillion industry. Get you a piece of that pie. Back to you, Coach D, and thanks for sharing, Van.
Thank you, Cynthia, and everybody.
Well, that was wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Van. Thank you so much, Pat and Sterling. Thank you, Pastor Mel, for your presentation. And I agree. I mean, I was thinking about that too, Cynthia, because I didn't realize, I'm in the mountains, the reception is kind of bad. Wi-Fi is limited. So I thank God that it's working, but I just found out that I guess the government is on shutdown, uh, supposedly. I didn't know. But, so someone told me, and I was like, well, I lost my job when the government laid us off, right? And I lost my job. The government didn't shut down, but I lost my job, and there was a bunch of us that lost our job. At that time, it was over 450 of us just in my department. People were having heart attacks, that had cancer accelerated. A couple of my friends passed away. They have been working for the government for forever. So if you're out there and you're working for the government and you are looking for a stream of income, as a former government employee, I'm telling you, you need to take a serious look at this. And why? I mean, I ran out of unemployment. We didn't have any. At that time, they only gave you 6 months. At least during COVID, they extended it. They didn't extend mine. And I made a decision. And the decision was to step out on faith. And as Cynthia said, I have more than one stream. People are really surprised when they find out that I do more than Travorium. My own consulting business. I'm an author. As a matter of fact, I have a new book coming out mad plug, but I do. And then the young man that I'm getting ready to marry, he's a business owner as well. And so um, you got to do something, but Travorium is my source. It became a good source for me, and it's a primary source. It is a great company, and when I took a look at it, and I didn't look at it as a source per se. I looked at it as a seed, and it became a huge source. And I can truly say to all those government workers out there that I make let me see. When I was working for the government, I made six figures, a healthy six figures, right? I traveled a lot with the government, and I can truly say that I make 3 times as much as I did with the government, and I still travel a lot. I still have my insurance. And with the government, I drove 1 new car. With Travorium, I drive 2. Oh, right. And so I looked in my back office today and I took a $360, $70 investment in myself and believed in myself enough and turned it into almost close to a 7-figure income at this point, over the last almost 8 years. That in itself is a blessing. And it has changed my family to help me to invest and help other families because I've changed their lives. Indirectly or directly, I've changed the lives of thousands of families because of one yes. Cynthia has changed the lives of thousands of families because of one yes. Pastor Mel has changed thousands of families because of one yes. You will change the life of one family because of because of one yes. So if you have lost your job or if you're on furlough right now because the government is shut down, I had to borrow the money. Go borrow $369. Don't do the lesser, and invest in yourself. Fear is false evidence appearing real. You got to walk by faith and not by sight. You got to trust that God is going to open doors for you that no man can close. And that is my word for today. So again, I didn't know the government was shut down. You know, I'm on vacation. But I tell you, it's the best thing that could happen to you because, you know, there's a song that Gladys Knight used to say, the best thing that could ever happen to you. And then they changed it to Jesus is the best thing that could happen to you. But I tell you, Travorium is the best thing that ever happened to me because it had given me enough money to seed into other things that could be the best thing that could happen to me. And so I would just say to you, if you are a guest, you want to get back with the person that invited you. You want to revisit this presentation. If you got any questions, you want to get back with the person that has contacted you and thank them for allowing you to see this. So God bless you. And to all the government workers, I am praying for you. If you live in the DC area, or if you work for the government, no matter where you are. I got some friends that work for the IRS in Memphis and they tripping out. Don't trip out. Call us. We'll help you. Get you some income. You know some people that ain't getting laid off and they looking for you just like we looking for you. God bless you. Have a fantastic. And tomorrow night is corporate call. Tomorrow night is corporate call. Boy, I almost forgot that. Tomorrow night's corporate call. David Hart will be on here at 8 o'clock Central, 6 p.m. Pacific, and 9 p.m. Eastern. You want to hear from our CEO, some of our top money earners. I know Todd Strand will be here. Mikey O, the godfather of Travorium will be here. Josh, the money man I call him the money man, the son of Hart, David Hart will be here. And you should be here you should be here tomorrow night to hear from our CEO. It is a public call, and he will definitely, you would love to hear from our CEO and the stance of our company. So corporate call is tomorrow night. Be here or be square. A lot of updates. Take care. God bless. See you on the other side. And always, we'll see you at the top because the bottom is just too crowded. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.